What's... Jesus. Mustangery over there. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of B is for Build. In this episode, I'm in Vegas. We're going to SEMA. Stay tuned. Before I get down to the convention center, I want to take a moment out to thank our sponsor. This episode is brought to you by Vikings War of Clans. You guys know I am a huge Vikings head. I've been playing for a long time. If you haven't been playing, now is a really good time to start because a new version just came out. If you guys didn't already know, Vikings is a strategy game that closely resembles the best PC strategy games from the 90s and the 2000s, but now it's on your mobile phone, so you can play it easily. You can bust out your phone and play it on a 5-minute break. Vikings is also awesome because it lets you play your own playstyle, which is really fun. You can dominate and destroy cities, you can be super offensive, or you can turtle up and you can build big defenses and block out enemies from coming in. You can also use diplomacy on your side and convince other people to attack other people, and you don't even have to move. If you play Vikings for just like 5 minutes, you're gonna understand why 10 million other people play this game. Support the channel, guys, by hitting the link in the description below. Go into that link will get you started with the app, and it starts you off with 200 gold, which is a really good bonus to start the game off. It helps you get a faster start. It's really awesome. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring the episode, Vikings War of Clans. Now let's head down to that convention center. Alright, so we're in SEMA. Here's the goal for this episode and what we're going to do. I'm going to try and find 5 things that I find that are kind of pushing the boundaries a little bit on automotive engineering, technology. In short, kind of 5 things that I would buy from SEMA. So I'm a lot more picky than most people know, and I build almost everything that I build, but let's find 5 things that I would buy and stop by and see friends. Speaking of friends, I see Koenig right there. Koenig booth is super sick this year. I was hanging out with Scott, who's my contact over at Koenig, and we talked all about the new wheels, new stuff coming, which I showed you guys a little bit in that B-roll there. And I know that I was looking at the centigrams earlier for the Aston Martin, but I do really like the look of this wheel. So I'll talk to him about that as well. But we got some really good stuff coming for the Aston Martin and builds in the future, and they got some really killer wheels. So now it's time to head out and go hunting for interesting mods. We ran into Trevor, guys. What's up? You guys know Trevor from Motion Auto TV. All right, we're gonna talk privately. That's my favorite part about these things, is running into the other YouTubers. Trevor's an awesome guy. So now I'm heading to the first, this one's not a mod, but this is something I would buy. First thing that I would buy. Found my first thing on the list. This is the Factory 5 818R. I think to call this a kit car is doing it a little bit of a disservice. I would call this a build-it-yourself race car. This kit, frame, body parts, everything you need, comes for $11,000, which is pretty impressive. And the guts in it are all straight out of an Impreza or a WRX. So you get a mid-engine sports car. I think you could buy at Copart a crashed WRX for, say, 5,000 bucks or less. $11,000 kit for this, a little bit of paint, a little bit of hard work, and you have a really, really amazing track car for $16,000. A lot of you guys have asked me to build one of these on the channel, and it's definitely on my to-do list. It's something that I would really like to do in the future. It made my list, and it's the first one on the list because it really stands out to me as something that's like really pushing the boundaries of technically like budget saving and building purpose-built sports cars. It's like what a lot of us want to be able to do, and it's like the way that they went about it. It's pretty amazing, especially with the whole transplant concept where they engineered a car around another car's parts. That's pretty awesome. Just got done talking with the owner of Factory 5 Racing, and I'm even more stoked now. That car is so damn amazing. All their cars are really amazing, but I've really got my eye on that one. So hopefully we'll see that in the 2018 schedule. I'm gonna vlog a little something something. A little something something.
If I get ripped apart in your comments, I swear to God.
Okay, you guys hear that? If TJ gets ripped apart in the comments, he's gonna kill himself. It's confirmed. So just be really nice on this one.
My feelings get hurt easily, please. You guys are ruthless. Okay, take it easy.
So we are TJ is hooking me up.
I am.
What a weird coincidence.
Wow.
And we're heading over to a tire company to talk about burning out some rubber on the drift track.
That's right, boy. South, is it this way?
It's that one.
No.
What's happening?
Did you see me? Oh, you did? You were?
We found Trevor again. Hey. So it turns out tire sponsorships are hard to get. Who would have thought?
Me. I get it told in that. All right.
So we're on our way to Ford right now. I want to show you part number 2 on my list of cool things to get at SEMA. Next up on my list is the Ford drift stick. So that's this thing behind me right here. The Ford drift stick is pretty amazing. It's an electronic handbrake that you can add to your Ford Focus RS. And no, I don't have a Ford Focus RS, but if I did, I would definitely get one of these things. So what this does is this goes into the all-wheel drive differential, unlocks the clutch packs for the rear so they can lock up the rear wheels while keeping your engine RPMs up and your front wheels moving and locking the rear wheels. And they let you do all that and they don't break the warranty when you install one of these on your car, which I think is pretty amazing. So that's why I made my list, because it's mental and I hope they do it for more cars.
I think of the best one.
Don't let Chris in your vlogs.
I saw you earlier.
That's a pretty good one.
How are you, friend?
Good to see
seeing you. I saw your hat from a mile. I was like, Chris!
David has joined the posse here at the Ford booth. I have no idea what's to come for the rest of the night, but this should be fun. Let's go get beers. Which one's beer?
B is for beers.
B is for beers.
B is not for beer. B is for Bothe.
Anybody know where we can get a beer? We found alcohol. Shots.
Going solo?
Shots.
That better not be recorded.
Guys, meet Dan.
It can be recorded.
Why is it not recording?
It can be recording.
It can be recorded. This guy's 19 years old.
Dad from Throttle
He's
says it better not be recorded.
Dude.
They better be ready for the party.
Ready?
No, I'll fucking kill you. TJ's gonna die tonight. Hold my drink.
B, hey, everybody subscribe to my YouTube channel. B is for butt plug. They're coming in hot. They're gonna make
We lost that. We just
the dad box. It's coming in, you know. I do the guy.
Thank you very much, Guy.
no one.
Guy's name was actually Guy. It's time to get our gamble on. Hey TJ, thanks for letting us borrow all this money, dude. I know Hunt & Co is like doing really well, but this is really generous.
I really appreciate it.
Status update.
You guys can't see any of this because it's on the internet in the form of type.
boys.
It is not on the
B
internet.
is for little boys.
Subscribe to B is for little boys. B is for video.
boys.
Not as B is for adolescent boys. B is for vlog with the video.
So it's like 1:15 a.m. Drunk teacher's about. They all lost money. They're all super salty because they lost so much money.
B is for I do aim.
Tonight got a little bit out of hand, and now back to the originally planned programming.
Back to work. So I'm here in Cummins for number 3. Number 3 on my list is the Cummins 6.7 inline 6 engine. It's not here and it's not new. But why this makes the list is because it might be here and it might be new next year, and this one is new. So what this behind me is a 2.8 liter. The numbers aren't staggering on it. It's about 150 horsepower, roughly 250 foot-pounds of torque. But it comes as a kit. It comes with what you see behind me there on the wall over there, the wiring, harness, things like pedals, the ECU. It's pretty much a plug-and-play, drop-in thing. So that's why I made it onto my list. Is because it's pretty revolutionary from Cummins to do this, to sell these basically crate motors, plug and play for motor swap enthusiasts. And I've talked with them and they have this little community now. This isn't sponsored or anything else like that, but they have this community, CumminsRepower.com, where they're actually asking for the community to let them know what you guys want to see and what you want to do. So this 6.7 that I'm showing you right now, that is a monster engine. It puts down 350 horsepower roughly and 900 foot-pound of torque roughly right out of the box before modifications. After mods, monstrous numbers. So what I want you guys to do is go to that website, CummonsRepower.com, and tell them that we need that 6.7. I bet we'll see it here at SEMA next year. So that's number 3 for me, is kind of a motor that I'm not gonna buy, a motor that I might buy, and a crate engine setup that I really like. So next year, that might be the package. Number 4 on my list, we're at R3 Performance, looking at a 68 Mustang Fastback shell. So this is pretty cool because it's definitely changing the game a little bit for people that want to have a classic car, a resto mod car. They want to start with something a little bit better. This chassis right here is about 18.5 to get this, and that's your shell. They come with different suspension options, no suspension, their improved suspension kit, tube frame kit, bunch of different options. But I think this is really cool because it's definitely changing the game. It's given the ability to have people to have a classic car kind of back into the game. It is a little bit spendy, but it's definitely new and it's definitely interesting. And other companies are doing this, and we're going to see more of it in the future. I think with Porsche and other things like that. Any of these classic cars that are really, really hard to get a good rolling chassis and they're getting really, really expensive, have really high premiums. We're going to start seeing these things come out. So I'm really digging this, and I think this is really cool. It'd be a great starting project. Now, if you think you're starting at like 18.5 here, like say you're looking at a BMW sports car, you're like $35,000 car, you can start 18.5 here. Build up from that. You'll have a new motor, new everything. Basically building a brand new car. It looks classic, and the body lines will be good forever. So that's an interesting thing about building a classic car, is it's never going to look out of style versus a $35,000 BMW. So you can build yourself one hell of a car for a really cheap price and start with a very, very clean, perfect body. On to number 5. Now number 5 is in this little case behind me right here. It's made by Race Pack, which I think is owned by Holley. And what this is a box that you plug into your car and you mate with a mobile phone for when you're racing around. It captures a bunch of different data, specs, and different things like that, and then you can go back through with the software and you can replay it. You can see where your high points are, your low points are, and different things like that. So for a racing enthusiast, I think this is a really, really good way to be able to kind of like improve track times and different things like that. I think you could even use this for drifting if you wanted to, or just to see overall vehicle performance. So it's pretty cool, you know, new tech in the way that it's mixing the mobile phone with everything else, and it's got a MSRP of $600. So it's definitely like at a really good price point where it's really affordable and a smart thing to check out. So I may get that in the Aston Martin if I decide to go that way. Number 5. Alright guys, well that is a wrap on my top 5 things that I wanted to buy from SEMA. I mean, full disclosure, I might not have seen everything, so I don't know everything I wanted to buy. That was top 5 things that I would actually buy from SEMA. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and yeah, see you guys back in the shop. Peace!